Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Welcome everyone. My name is Eniola and you're listening to I Speak Yoruba Too. Today, we will be learning about negative sentences in Yoruba. Negative words in Yoruba are known as odioro, which kind of literally translates to opposite word. Odi, opposite, oro, a word. Odioro, opposite word. So, how are negative words structured or negative sentences structured in Yoruba? It's not really that difficult. Okay, there are 5 major words that are used when making a negative sentence in Yoruba language. And if you know and understand these 5 words, you'll be able to make any negative sentence in Yoruba. In this lesson, we will look at 2 of those words together and we will see how they are used in everyday conversations. All right. The words we will be looking at today is o, and ko. Each of these words works differently in sentences. Let's start with the first one, which is o. O has a low tone mark. As you can hear, my voice is really low when I say o. All right. How do we make a negative sentence using the word o? A negative sentence is made by placing the word o next to either the noun or pronoun that is used in the sentence. Let's take a look at some examples. Mi o le lo. Mi o le lo. Mi o le lo means I cannot go. Take note of words o is negating in this sentence. Mi o le lo. Now, if o is taken out of this sentence, what will be left is mi le lo, which will means I can go. But the correct way to say mi le lo is mo le lo, I can go. But then you might wonder, why is there mi instead of mo in the sentence that we made? Mi o le lo. That is because when you're making a negative sentence in reference to oneself, me must be used. Me in English means me, but when you use it in a negative sentence, it means I. Hence, mi o le lo, not mo o le lo. I cannot go. Take note of the negative and the positive sentence. I can go, mo le lo. You need to use mo when you're saying I can go, mo le lo. But you want to say I cannot go, you need to say mi o le lo. Mi o le lo. Okay? O negates the action in the sentence. If we look at the sentence one more time, mi o le lo. I cannot go. Le means can, which is the ability to do something. Le in this sentence is the verb. When o is added to le, it becomes o le, which means cannot. O always precedes the action in the sentence. All right? When you have a noun or a pronoun and a verb, o, which is the negation word, will come in between this noun or pronoun and the verb, which is the action word. Let's look at our sample sentence again. Mi ò lè lọ. Mi is the pronoun, I, and lè is the verb, which is the action word, can. So, o comes in between mi, the pronoun, and lè, the verb, and it gives us the sentence mi ò lè. Mi ò lè. I cannot. Okay? And lọ means to go. So when we add lọ to it, it becomes mi ò lè lọ. I cannot go. I hope you understand the breakdown of how to use the negation word o. Okay, let's look at a couple more examples. Wọ́n ò fẹ́. Wọ́n ò fẹ́. Wọ́n ò fẹ́ means they don't want it. Notice a slight difference from these two sentences. Wọ́n ò fẹ́, they don't want it, and wọ́n ò fẹ́, wọ́n ò fẹ́, they don't want. Can you see that you almost cannot tell the difference because the difference is so subtle? In lesson 15, you learned how to say want in Yoruba, which is fẹ́, mo fẹ́, I want to. But when you say fẹ́, fẹ́ can have up to 3 different meanings, which are fẹ́, to blow hair. When you blow hair, it means fẹ́, mo fẹ́, I blew it. It can also mean to marry him or her. Mo fẹ́, I married him or I married her. Mo fẹ́. And it can also mean to want it. Not just you want something, but you want it, a particular something, okay? So, mo fẹ́, I want it. The meaning of fẹ́ is dependent on how it is used in a sentence. Now, let's go back to our sample sentence. Wọ́n ò fẹ́. They don't want it. It is not just they don't want, which is wọ́n ò fẹ́, but they don't want it. Wọ́n ò fẹ́. They don't want it. Few more examples, and then we can move on to the next word. Mi ò fẹ́ sùn. Mi ò fẹ́ sùn. Mi ò fẹ́ sùn. I don't want to sleep. A ò ní jẹun. A ò ní jẹun. A ò ní jẹun. We will not eat. Bọ́lá ò wá. Bọ́lá ò wá. Bọ́lá did not come. I hope you have a better understanding of how to use the negation word o now, okay? The next word we will look at is ko. 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 Ko, like o, also has a low tone. Ko. But unlike o, ko plays 2 functions in a negative sentence. First, it represents the pronoun used in a sentence. 2, it negates the action in the sentence. Ko usually begins a sentence and it always precedes the verb in the sentence. Now let's take a look at some examples. Kò jẹun. Kò jẹun. Kò jẹun. This means he, she, it did not eat. As I mentioned before in my previous lesson, Yoruba language does not have gender preferences, so kò can mean he, she, or it. And I mentioned earlier that kò performs two functions, which are representing the pronoun in the sentence as well as negating the verb in the sentence. So listen to the sample sentence again. Kò jẹun. Now, let's assume that we're talking about she. Okay, so kò in this sentence means she as well as did not. Kò jẹun. She did not eat. Do you understand how kò works now? Kò is the pronoun in the sentence as well as negating the verb. All right, let's look at a couple more sentences. Kò ní sùn. Kò ní sùn. Kò ní sùn means he will not sleep. Kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ means she cannot speak. Kò dáa. Kò dáa. Kò dáa means it is not good. Kò wá. Kò wá. Kò wá means it did not come. Take note that kò cannot be used together with a noun in a sentence. So you cannot say Tola kò ní sùn. Tola is a name. If you said Tola, he will not sleep in a sentence, that will be wrong because you're using a noun and a pronoun together to refer to the same subject in a sentence. If you're going to use a noun in a negative sentence, then you have to use the word o, not ko. The correct way to say that sentence is either Tola ò ní sùn. Tola ò ní sùn. Tola will not sleep. Or kò ní sùn. Kò ní sùn, which still means Tola will not sleep because you're referring to Tola. Alright everyone, well done getting through with this lesson. I hope you now understand how to make negative sentences with o and ko. And I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. And that's it from Eniola today, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to today's lesson, and I will see you all again soon. Ó dàbọ̀.